Aries, the countdown has started. The universe has just flipped a switch. And for the next 72 hours, you are under a divine spotlight. June 9th, June 10th, June 11th. These aren't just dates on a calendar. They are cosmic checkpoints chosen by fate to test your courage, your heart, and your destiny. Right now, something powerful is happening behind the scenes of your life. You may not see it yet, but you can feel it. That tension, that pull, that sense that something bigger is calling your name. This is not a coincidence. This is your 3-day spiritual examination. And if you ignore the signs, Aries, you could miss the moment that was designed to elevate you to the next level of your life. This isn't just a warning. This is a wake-up call for your soul. Because the truth is, what happens between June 9th and June 11th will unlock your higher timeline, or trap you in a painful loop until 2033. Yes, that's how serious this is. You are being tested in 3 powerful ways. In love, can you break your old patterns? In money, can you trust the process, not panic? In energy, can you stay in alignment even when things go silent? But here's the promise, Aries. If you pass these tests, you rise, you transform, you win bigger than you ever imagined. So stay with me, because the most important 3 days of your year have just begun. Let's be honest, Aries, you've felt off lately, haven't you? Like your soul is buzzing, like something huge is on the horizon but just won't reveal itself. You've had moments of fire, frustration, even confusion, and deep down you knew something was building. That's because it was. June 9th to 11th isn't just another weekend, it's a cosmic alignment, a sacred portal that's cracking open just for you. Your ruling planet, Mars, the planet of action, fire and force, is squaring off with your karmic nodes, the soul's evolutionary compass. This is spiritual architecture in motion. The universe is not punishing you. It's testing you, sculpting you, preparing you. It's asking, will you repeat old cycles out of fear, or will you boldly leap forward in faith? Because Aries, you weren't born to blend in. You are the first sign of the Zodiac for a reason. You carry the energy of initiation, movement, raw truth. But here's the truth you don't always like to face. Even warriors must be refined in the fire. This 3-day period is your karmic crucible. Old wounds will rise, old doubts may whisper, but it's not to break you. It's to break you open. Because something new wants to be born in you. A new timeline, a new path, a new chapter that only begins when you choose courage over comfort. So don't numb it, don't ignore it, lean into it, because this fire is your transformation. Aries, the first test has arrived, and it's one that's specifically designed to trigger the hardest part of your soul's programming. The test is patience. Yeah, I know, that's not your favorite word. You're wired for action. You're the one who leads the charge, takes the leap, and makes bold moves when others hesitate. But on June 9th, the universe will challenge that fire in a very different way, not by fueling it, but by delaying it. And here's how it might show up. You send a message to someone, and they don't respond. A payment you were counting on gets held up. A conversation or opportunity you were sure was going to land suddenly gets postponed. Or maybe you simply feel like you're ready to move, but nothing around you is moving. It's like being a race car stuck at a red light. Your engine is revving, you're ready to go, but nothing is happening. And that's when it hits, that old Aries heat, frustration, anger, restlessness. You'll feel tempted to force things, to push harder, to demand progress. But Aries, this is the test. Can you sit in the fire without exploding? Can you be still and trust? Because here's the secret. The universe isn't saying no. It's saying not yet. It's not denying you. It's aligning you. There's a difference. Sometimes when it seems like nothing is happening, everything is happening behind the scenes. The person who ghosted you, they're dealing with something you don't know about. The delay in that project, it's lining you up with something even better, something you couldn't see from where you were. This is where most Aries fail the test. They think if they're not moving, they're losing. But the truth is, real power isn't always about action. Sometimes it's about holding your energy instead of scattering it. Sometimes it's about letting go of control and choosing trust instead. And that's where you unlock the next level of your evolution. Because here's what happens if you pass this test. You stop wasting your power on panic. You begin attracting solutions instead of chasing them. The very thing you were pushing for arrives faster because you're no longer resisting the divine flow. Aries, you don't need to light every fire. Sometimes the fire is already burning. It just needs time to catch the right wind. So here's your challenge on June 9th. When something doesn't go your way, when someone delays, disappears, or disappoints you, when it feels like life just won't move fast enough, don't lose your mind, don't light the match of chaos. Pause, breathe. Let the delay be your discipline, because the universe is watching and it's asking, are you ready to handle what you say you want? Can you carry your future without blowing it up the second it's quiet? Because your next breakthrough is not in your force, it's in your faith. The fire of patience is not here to burn you, it's here to refine you. And once you pass this, everything that was being held back will rush in, but only when the timing is right, and only when you are right within. June 10th. The second test begins. And this one doesn't come for your plans, it comes for your pride. Aries, let's get honest. You're bold, you're confident, you're fiercely independent. You walk into a room and own it. You show up, you put your heart on the line, you fight for what's right, and deep down, whether you admit it or not, you want to be seen, respected, appreciated. But on June 10th, that energy might shift, and someone, maybe even someone close, may make you feel like you're invisible. This could show up in subtle, painful ways. A partner dismisses something important to you. A co-worker takes credit for your effort. Again, a friend leaves you out or doesn't support your win. You pour your heart into something and it goes unnoticed. And when that happens, the fire rises, doesn't it? You'll feel that old heat of how dare they, that urge to defend yourself, to explain your value, to fight to be seen, to say, look at me, don't you see how hard I try? Don't you know what I've been through? But Aries, this is the ego trap, and it's so easy to fall in. You think you're standing up for yourself, but really you're just feeding a cycle of needing external validation. Here's what the universe is actually testing on June 10th. Can you stay anchored in your worth without needing applause? Can you remain powerful even when no one claps for you? Because true strength, it doesn't need permission. It doesn't beg to be acknowledged. It knows what it is and it walks forward anyway. This doesn't mean you shrink or stay silent, but it does mean that your value doesn't rise or fall based on who notices it. And here's the wild truth. When you stop needing to be seen, that's when everyone starts looking. When you don't chase recognition, the universe lifts you up in ways no person ever could, because the minute you stop reacting, you move into alignment. And in alignment, things begin to flow effortlessly. That job promotion, that relationship breakthrough, that long overdue spotlight, they come, but only when you're not chasing them from a place of ego. So on June 10th, if you feel ignored, disrespected, undervalued, pause, don't shout, don't beg, don't explode. Instead, return to your center, remember who you are, not because someone else reminds you, but because you already know. Write this down if it helps. I don't chase recognition, I embody it. I don't demand attention, I radiate it. Because your energy, Aries, is too big for small approval. Your destiny is too powerful to be dimmed by someone else's blindness. Let them underestimate you. Let them overlook you. That's not your problem, it's your proof. Proof that you're no longer stuck in needing to be seen. Because now you're focused on being unstoppable. So remember this. June 10th isn't here to hurt your pride. It's here to purify it, to strip away your dependence on outside validation and root you in something much deeper, your soul, your truth, your unshakable power. And when you pass this test, the universe lifts you, not because you shouted for attention, but because you finally stopped needing it. June 11th, the final test of this 3-day cosmic portal arrives, and this time, it won't test your patience, it won't test your pride, it's going to test your heart. The third and final test is emotional, and Aries, this one cuts deep. Something or someone will trigger an old wound, not lightly, not gently, but in a way that shakes something loose in your soul. You might experience a memory of a heartbreak you thought you'd healed, suddenly resurfacing. A fear of being abandoned, overlooked, or left behind that sneaks up on you out of nowhere, or the realization that a dream you've clung to may no longer be meant for you. And when it hits, you'll want to escape. You'll want to distract yourself, run, shut down, or pretend it's not a big deal. You might scroll endlessly, pick a fight, binge watch, overwork, anything to not feel it. But that is the test. Will you choose distraction? Or will you choose depth? Because the universe doesn't want you to numb this time. It wants you to face it, feel it, heal it. Aries, let's tell the truth. You're known for your boldness, your strength, your fire. But your real strength, it's not in how fast you move on. It's in how willing you are to sit with your pain and still love yourself. That's courage. That's power. The wound that rises on June 11th isn't random. It's been waiting for this moment to come to the surface, not to punish you, but to finally be released. Because here's what happens when you pass this emotional test. You release years of energy that's been holding you back. You break emotional patterns passed down from your past, maybe even your family line. You open a space inside you that the universe will immediately begin to fill, with peace, with love, with truth, but only if you feel it first. This moment will ask you, can you sit in the storm and not run? Can you cry and not call it weakness? Can you fall apart and know that it's not the end? It's the beginning. Because Aries, breaking down isn't failing. Sometimes it's the exact process required to break you open, to break through. And when you finally stop resisting the emotion, when you let it move through you fully, you'll notice something strange. Clarity, peace, space for something new to enter. This test is your emotional graduation. It's not about staying strong in the old way. It's about becoming strong in the new way. So if on June 11th you feel sensitive, raw, alone, unseen, or like something's falling apart, don't run, don't numb, don't deny it, honor the emotion, name it, feel it, and let it go. Because Aries, when you pass this final emotional test, the gates of transformation open. And what walks through those gates is not the same version of you from 3 days ago. It's the healed you, the elevated you, the ready you. You don't just survive the storm, you become the calm after it. So Aries, what happens if you pass all 3 tests? What happens if you hold your fire instead of reacting? If you stay rooted in your worth instead of chasing approval? If you feel your emotions instead of running from them? Let me tell you what gets activated. Checkmark career or financial breakthrough. A delay suddenly clears. A job offer appears. An unexpected payment, contract or opportunity lands. Because you proved you can handle abundance without letting it shake your core. A powerful romantic alignment or reconnection. Someone enters or re-enters your life who sees you clearly, who meets you at your level. It may be a soulmate, twin flame, or karmic partner, but this time you're ready, healed, whole. A divine message arrives. This might be a dream, a conversation, a song, a sign, but it hits you with full body clarity. You'll suddenly know what direction to take, what door to close, what future to walk into. Emotional release and spiritual elevation, that heaviness you've carried for years, the heartbreak, the pressure, the guilt, the anger. it begins to dissolve. It's not just emotional, it's energetic. You'll feel lighter, freer, finally you again. Because here's the deeper truth. When you pass a cosmic test, the universe doesn't just reward you with stuff. It upgrades your timeline. You don't just get more, you become more. You vibrate higher, you attract different, you walk differently, speak differently, live differently. This is your chance, Aries, to level up in every area of your life, not because you forced it, but because you earned it. The next version of you, the one who succeeds without rushing, loves without fear, and leads without ego, that version is ready to emerge, and it all starts right now. All right, Aries, now it's time to anchor this energy, because watching this video isn't enough. You have to claim it. So here's your cosmic challenge. Go to the comments right now and type, "I accept the test, I trust the fire, I rise." Say it once if you feel it. Say it 3 times if you're ready to let the universe hear your soul loud and clear. Because when you type it, you're not just commenting. You're activating your alignment. You're putting your energy out there in front of thousands of others who are also waking up, rising, and remembering their power. And then I want you to answer these 3 spiritual questions. What part of your life is being tested right now? Is it love, finances, your sense of identity? Don't hold back. Name it. Call it into the light. What emotional storm are you ready to face and finally release? Is it heartbreak, loneliness, guilt, anger? Let this be your moment of truth. Which day between June 9th, 10th and 11th feels the heaviest? And why? Trust your intuition. The day that pulls at your soul is the one with the greatest gift buried inside it. Your answers are powerful. Your story matters. And by sharing it, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping someone else who's feeling the exact same thing, but doesn't have the words yet. Because Aries, this isn't just a YouTube video. This is a spiritual portal. Every person watching right now was brought here for a reason. The timing, the energy, the fire. It's all been designed for this exact moment in your soul's journey. You're not here by accident. You're here because your soul is finally ready to rise. So let this be your ritual. Let this be your declaration. Let this be the moment you draw the line in the sand and say, no more repeating the past. No more playing small. No more ignoring the signs. This is your test. This is your breakthrough. This is your time. So comment now. I accept the test. I trust the fire. I rise. Let's show the universe that Aries is awake, Aries is aligned, and Aries is about to ascend.